Okay, good afternoon class. So let's continue the last part of this chapter. Alright, so the last topic will be 2.3.3, using series to find approximation. That means use the series to find the approximate value of a certain number or fraction. Alright, okay, so number one, the series can be used to find approximation such as 1.97 to the power of 17. Okay, so of course we are not using calculator to press it. We are using series to find the approximate value for 1.98 to the power of 17. Right, so up to a degree of accuracy very close to its actual value. Right, by using the series, yes, we can find a very close value to the actual value. Alright, so it depends the degree of accuracy. It depends the question wants us to express our answer in how many decimal places or how many significant figures. Alright, okay, number two, the number of terms in a series required to obtain a good approximation depends on two considerations. So we know that when we express or expand a series, so how many terms we need to expand? For example, this one to the power of 17. If we expand fully, then it will be 18 terms, which is too long. Alright, so the number of terms that we have to expand, it depends on two considerations. Okay, number one is the value of x. The value of x that we are going to sum into the series. The smaller x is, the fewer are the terms needed to obtain a good approximation. Means if our x is very small, for example, x equals 1 over 100, then we will need less terms to calculate the approximation. And the second condition is the accuracy required. It depends on the question means. So an answer correct to 3 significant figures. If the question asks for 3 significant figures, then we need fewer terms than the answer correct to 6 significant figures. Alright, so number 3, if the answer required correct to 4 decimal places or significant figures, so we will work out until 6, as what we have done before this. Alright, so number 4, usually 3 or 4 terms should be sufficient for a good approximation. Means when we expand a binomial series, we just need to expand up to the 3rd or the 4th term will enough for us to find the good approximation. Okay, so remember, we are finding the approximate value, not the actual value. Alright, so we will discuss a few questions. Okay, example 233. So question 1 is checkpoint 2.10. Question 9, then 12 to 16, all related to approximation. So this will be your homework. Alright, so your homework will be these few questions plus those questions that I circle with blue pen. Like this one, 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 14, 15, and 16. Alright? So you have weekend, right? Can complete it. Alright, so let's see some example. I'm going to discuss 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to discuss these 4 examples. Alright, whereas the red color one will be your quiz after this lesson. Alright, 8, 10, and 13. Okay, alright, let's look at the first one. Question 2. Right, so if x is so small that x squared and higher powers can be neglected, means that x squared and higher can be forget. So means that you just need to expand up to x only. Alright, show that this expansion 1 minus x power 5, 2 plus x over 2 power 10 will be approximate to this one. Alright, we call this linear approximation. Alright, so how we are going to do this question? So you see, after that in 2006, they came up with very similar questions, which give you 4 marks. Okay, so after I discuss 2, suppose you can do 3 as homework. Alright, so the solution is like this. We will separate into 2. Alright, the first part is 1 minus x to the power of 5. Okay, and the question says x squared and higher can be neglected, so we just need the first 2 terms. So first term 1, second term n x. So your x is negative x, so negative 5x. That's it. Alright, what else? The second one. So it's easier for us to factorize in this form. Easier for us to expand it, right? So I'm going to factorize up number 2. Okay, so it will be in this form. Then I expand this part. Alright, so 2 to the power of 10. So we just need the first 2 terms. First term is 1. Second term is nx. So nx and dot dot dot. Alright, so after I simplify, it becomes like this. Alright, now we go back to the question. So this is the question. So we combine them. 1 minus x power 5 and 2 plus x over 2 power 10. Alright, so 2 power 10 we can put it aside. So we expand. So 1 have to multiply of each term. So 1, 2. Sorry, only up to here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Then second term only need to multiply with 1. Second term don't have to multiply with this. Because after multiply, you will get x squared. Where the question say we can neglect it, can omit it. Alright, so these are the terms. So simplify them. 5 over 2x minus 5x. So it's 1 minus 5 over 2x. But what the question wants us to show is 2 to the power of 9. So it means that we have to factorize half. Alright, so 2 power 10 we copy. So we factorize out half. So this one left 2. Half multiplied 2 is 1. Alright, then factorize half, we become minus 5x. So half multiplied negative 5x will become this one. See? So 2 power 10 over 2. So simplified become 2 power 9 and 2 minus 5x. Alright, so you see that the step previously I put plus dot dot dot. Plus dot dot dot. See or not? This one forgot. Plus dot dot dot. Until this step, I didn't write plus dot dot dot, but I changed to approximate sign. So is that clear? So this is what the question wants us to show. Alright, so you are going to do the similar thing for question 3. Okay, so next question will be question 4. This question is long. It's a bit long. It's a bit long. Okay. So you see, if the first 3 terms in this expansion and this expansion, so means we have 2 expansions in ascending power of x are exactly the same, find a and b. So means that we just need to expand to get the first 3 terms. Alright, so the first one is 1 plus 2x to the power of half. Okay, so now you see this is not positive integer, right? So how we are expanding it? Very simple. First term, definitely 1. Second term, nx. So nx. Okay, and the third term, n is half. Then n minus 1. So half minus 1 is negative half. Factorial 2. Then the 2x squared plus dot dot dot. Remember, first 3 terms only. Alright, so after simplify, we get this thing. Alright, where else? For this one, 1 plus ax over 1 plus bx. When you see fraction, just move your denominator up. 1 plus bx move up, become power negative 1. Alright, this is not a series, so no need to expand. It's just 1 plus ax. Yes, this is a series that we need to expand. This is very simple again. So first term 1, second term nx. So you get this. And third term, because it's negative 1, so negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. So negative 1, negative 2, like we have discussed just now for one example. Sorry, here. Can you see this? Yeah, here. I have done. 1 plus bx, negative 1, I have done. First term 1, and x. Then third term will be, start with n negative 1, n minus 1. So negative minus 1 is negative 2 over 2 factorial, then bx squared. So after simplify, actually negative 1, negative 2, and factorial 2 are the same. Simplify. So b squared x squared. Alright, so this is 1 plus bx power negative 1. So I sub it inside here. Alright, then we expand. So number 1 have to multiply with this all 3 terms. So 1, 2, 3, done. Then second term have to multiply with this one. And second term have to multiply with this one. Okay? Second term don't have to multiply with this one because ax, when you multiply x squared, it becomes x cubed. Just now the question already say, we just need first 3 terms. First 3 terms means constant x and x squared only. Alright, we just need up to x squared. So this one will give you x cubed, so no need. Alright? So after we simplify all the terms, 1 minus bx plus ax, factorize out the x. Alright? Then b squared minus ab for x squared. Yes. So this is the expansion for 1 plus ax over 1 plus bx. And this is the expansion for 1 plus 2x to the power of half. Right? So we only need the first 3 terms and first 3 terms. Then the question says, since the first 3 terms are the same, so we compare. 1 and 1 no need to compare. 1 and 1. Alright? Then next one to compare is the coefficient of x. Alright? For this one, coefficient of x is 1. Yeah. And for this one, the coefficient of x is a minus b. Alright? So I get one relation between a and b. Okay, I factorize out negative, become negative b minus a equals 1. So b minus a equals negative 1. Why I need this one? Because of here lah. Okay, then we compare the coefficient of x squared. So for this one, for this series, the coefficient for x squared is negative half. Yes, negative half. And the coefficient for x squared for this series is b squared minus ab. I factorize out b. So I see b minus a, right? So b minus a is negative 1. So from here I get b. Alright, so after I get b, I can sub in and find my a. Alright, so this is only the first part, to find a and b. Okay, so the next one is, we have find a and b. So the question says, using this value of ab, means this one, means these 2 values of ab, and the fact that this one is approximate to this, the first 3 term of this approximate to the first 3 term of this. Alright, when x equals negative 1 over 100. This is what we mean just now. The value of x that we are going to substitute is very small. When it is smaller, then we need fewer terms. That's why we only need 3 terms only. Alright, so I'm going to sub in x equals negative 100. Then they ask us to estimate the value of square root 2 in the form of fraction. Alright, p over q. And p and q must be positive integers. Okay, so how to do it? Alright, so remember, if the value of x that going to substitute in is given to you, alright, so what you need to do is, you just sub this value into the expression given to us. Alright, then we simplify it to get square root 2. Okay? So, for example, just now we already said 1 plus 2x power half is approximate to 1 plus ax over 1 plus bx. Alright, and this 1 plus ax plus 1 plus bx just now already know. The first 3 term is this one. So I use approximate sign. Therefore, I don't use the plus dot dot dot. Alright, then we submit the value of x. X is negative 100, submit. Alright, so power half means square root. So this one can ignore, so we submit x, the value of x, into the expansion. Alright, so the question 1 fraction, so the right hand side will express in fraction form. Here. This is minus 2 over 100. So 1 minus 2 over 100 is 98 over 100. And 98 is 49 times 2. Alright, so square root 49 is 7, square root 100 is 10. So 7 over 10, square root 2. And square root 2 is the answer that we want. Alright, then shift your 7 over 10 to this side. Therefore, your square root 2 is approximate to this. Remember, they say both must be positive integer. They don't want decimal. Okay, you can check the answers by using your calculator. You will see both will give a very approximate answers. Alright, so this is a question that we mean. How we are using the expansion to find the approximate values. Okay, so this is question 4. Okay, I move it here so that you can snap the whole question. Right? You can snap the whole question. Alright, done? Okay. So the next example is question 5. This is STPM 1999. It's also a little bit long, this question. We see how. Okay? Can you see? Okay. So STPM 1919. The question says find the expansion of 1 plus x squared power p and 1 minus x power n in the ascending powers of x, right? X, until the terms in x cubed. Alright, so first part is first part. Don't look at A first. Don't suck in your PQ equals half, This is for part A, not for this one. Alright, so you have to expand this one in terms of PQ. We do not know whether P and Q are positive integers or not. So we consider they are not positive integers. So we have to use this expansion. Alright, okay. 1 plus x squared power p. So first term, 1. Second term, p nx nx, so px squared. Why we don't need the third term? We know that the third term will be this term squared. So x squared when you square is x power 4. Alright, and where else the question just want x cubed. So we can just stop here. Alright, for the first one. Okay, then second one. The denominator, 1 minus x power cube. So I'm going to move it up. These terms, move it up. So become 1 minus x power negative cube. Alright, so follow the binomial expansion formula. So first term 1, second term nx, so this one. And third term is, this is your n, and this is your n minus 1. Right, factorial 2, second term square. Cannot stop yet because we want x cubed, right? So the third term will be, this is your n, this is your n minus 1, this is your n minus 2. Factorial 3. Alright, so negative 3 power 3. And plus dot dot dot. Alright, so after I simplify, it becomes like this. 1 minus minus, so plus qx. This one negative, 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 all become positive. Negative square also positive, so positive. Factorial 2 is 2 lah. And this one, this one negative, negative, negative become positive. This one negative, x cubed is still negative, so negative multiplied with this one, so all become positive. Alright, factorial 3 is 6. Okay, now we combine them. This one can be written like this. This is the first expression, this is the second expression. Yes, so the first term have to multiply each of this, so just copy only 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, then second term have to multiply with 1, 2, and 3. 1. The second term multiplied with the second one only. This one and this one. Because x squared multiply x, you get your x cubed already. X squared multiplied this one already power 4, which we can forget. Right? Okay, then we simplify it. 1 plus qx. Okay, for x squared, I have 1 here and I have 1 here. So become like this. Alright, and for x cubed, I have 1 here and I have 1 here. So become like this. Okay? This is the expansion. So we have finished the first part. Alright, so next part. Number 1 is, if P and Q both equals half, suggest one value of x that enables square root 13 over 10 to be estimated using the above expansion. Hence, estimate square root 13 over 10 and write your answer correct to 4 decimal places. Okay? So you compare with just now this question that we have discussed just now. Can you see it? This question. You are given the value of x that we need to sub in. But for this question, alright, the value of x that we need to submit not given. So we have to calculate it. We have to calculate the value of x that we need to sub in. Alright? So this is the solution. Here. Alright? P plus Q equals half. So just sub in here. Alright? And this thing is supposed same as square root 13 over 10. Like this. Square root 13 over 10. Alright? So square root. So inside here, same as inside here. Alright, cross multiplication. So we get one quadratic equation. Factorize it. And we got 2 value of x. Alright, why we reject this one? Why we accept this one? Remember, if your power is not positive integer, the modulus for the second term should be less than 1. Remember this concept. Therefore, we only take this value. Alright, we only take x equals half. So we ignore this one. Alright, so the value that we are going to sub in is x equals half. 1 over 5, sorry. Alright, now, here. Okay, sub in x equals half, p and q equals half. Sub x equals 1 over 5, p and q equals half into this expansion. Included the left hand side into this expansion. So left hand side, when we sub in the value of x, which is equals to 1 over 5, I will get this. Alright, and it's approximate to this 4 terms. Just sub in all your x and p and q. Just sub in. Alright, so you see I don't write the symbol plus dot 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 because I use approximate sign already. So after you use your calculator, you press, yes, to 4 decimal places, your answer is 1.1395. Okay, now? Alright, you can snap lah. You can snap if you want. So this is first part. Okay, this is second part. This one.
Oh, I call everybody.
Okay, now we are going to second part. Number 2. Third part lah, third part. Okay. Alright. Okay, so the next part will be if P equals negative 1/3 and Q lies in the internal 0 to 9. P is negative 1/3. Q can be any number between 0 and 9. Find the largest possible coefficient of x cubed. Coefficient of x cubed. Alright? So we sub in, can see? Okay. We sub in P equals negative half. P equals negative 1/3. Q can be any number between here. Right? And we only look at the coefficient of x cubed. Where it come from here. Remember just now, this one? Yes, it's come from here. Alright? So sub in P equals negative 1/3. This is plus, I forgot the plus. Yeah, so P is negative 1/3. Q is still Q. Alright, so just simplify only. Just simplify, rearrange. Alright, so plus 2 minus 2 no more, become like this. We factorize out Q. So I get Q squared, Q plus 3 over 6. Right, it's very clear. This is an increasing function. X cubed is increasing function. Remember? So the coefficient of x cubed will be maximum when Q maximum. When Q take maximum value, the coefficient of x cubed must be maximum because it is increasing function. And the maximum value for Q is 9. It is Q equals 9. So sub in Q equals 9, so the maximum coefficient of x cubed will be 162. Alright? This is question for STPM 1999. Which give you 10 marks? No, I think more than 10 marks. Okay? You can snap it. This is for the last part of question 5. Okay? Alright. So the last example. The last example 7. The question is expand and simplify square root 7 plus square root 5 power 4 plus square root 7 minus square root 5 power 4. Expand and simplify this one by using the fact that square root 7 minus square root 5 is between 0 and 1. State the consecutive integers which square root 7 plus square root 5 power 4 lies. Okay, so this is not past year question. But after I have discussed this question, you can see. Question 6, STPM 2000. Question 8, HSC 1981. They are similar questions. And question 9 also. Yes, these 4 questions, actually, they are similar questions. So I only discuss one. Okay? So first step, expand and simplify this one. This is not difficult. Very simple. Alright. Expand. Square root 7 plus square root 5 to the power of 4. Expand this one. So power 4, positive integer. So you should have 5 terms. So first term power 4. The coefficient is 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Remember? So altogether 5 terms. Alright. So the power for the first term decreasing. The power for the second term increasing. So this one becomes square. Square. Become 1. And third. And power 4. See? This is for positive integer. Alright, so you see that this one and this one actually same. It's just that the second term is negative. Right? The second term is negative. So we copy the whole thing. We copy the whole thing, just that your square root 5, you change it become negative. Square root 5 negative put here. Square root 5 negative, square is still positive. This one also the negative put outside because cube. So negative cube, still negative put outside. Negative power 4. It will become positive. Alright, so this is the expansion. And now you see these two actually same. So plus, minus, simplify. These two also the same. So plus, minus, simplify. Okay? So how many square root 7 you have? 2. Square root 7 power 4 cut 2. Alright? Square root 7 square and square root 5 square also have 12. 12. And this one also have 2. Negative power 4 become positive. So plus become 2. Then just simplify. Square root 7 square is 7. 7 square 49 times 2 98. And so on. Use calculator and you get this. So square root 7 plus square root 5 power 4 plus square root 7 minus square root 5 power 4. The answer is 568. Alright, so this is first part. Okay, now they want us by using this concept. Alright, state the consecutive integer. So what does this mean? Okay, before we go to this one, we come to this one first. So just now we have shown this one plus this one is 5, 6, 8. Alright, and the question wants us to find plus. So I left the plus to this side. The minus, I put it here. So this one stay here. So this one shift here. Alright? Okay, since the question tell you square root 7 minus square root 2, definitely the answer is between 0 and 1. Very simple, because square root 7 is 2 point something. Square root 5 also 2 point something, right? Because square root 9 only you get 3 ma. Square root 4 is 2 ma. So square root other number in between will be 2 point something. And this is bigger than this, right? So this one minus this one. It's 2 point something minus 2 point something. This is bigger. So 2 point something minus 2 point something, the answer definitely lies between 0 and 1. Alright? Then I make it power 4 to all the 3 sides. Power 4, power 4, power 4. 0 power 4 still 0. Alright? 1 power 4 still 1. Alright? And square root 7 minus square root 5 power 4 is this thing. Alright? So submit only. Submit. Then I shift 5, 6, 8 to both sides. Minus 5, 6, 8. This one positive 1, minus 5, 6, 8, negative 5, 6, 7. You see negative, negative, negative. So multiply negative to the whole inequalities, it becomes positive. And the sign for inequality change. Alright, so this is smaller. So we rewrite it in this form. Okay, therefore the integer, the two consecutive integers are 5, 6, 7 and 5, 6, 8. So for these 3 questions, they are similar. Oh, they are similar. Similar step. Okay? Alright. So, if no problem. So, others? Okay, we have finished chapter 2. Alright, we have finished chapter 2. So, please do your quiz now. These 3 questions, 8, 10, and 13. Alright? Do these 3 quiz as do these 3 questions as quiz. You can take maximum 1 to 1 hour. Then you have to forward it into the Google Drive that I sent to you. But please name as different name lah. Easier for me to open and check lor. Okay? So we have finished chapter 2. Alright, so I'm going to forward you the notes for chapter 3, matrices. Or maybe I will jump to chapter 5 first. Because your kerja kursus related to chapter 5. Well, I will check first. Which topic I'm going to start. Okay, so I will forward to you later. So this weekend, so please complete this binomial expansion. Yesterday one and today's. Alright? Okay, thank you class. Bye. See you on Monday.